And I think it's just awesome just to see that, he just got that opportunity, to start in his home state of Wisconsin, and he just ran with it and taking advantage of his opportunity every single day. He's a high motor guy. He shows up to practice. He practices hard. He encourages all of us around him. And I think just the biggest thing is he's a really selfless guy, and he wants to see his team win. And I think that's the same thing with Harold. I think he doesn't, get the light that he deserves sometimes. But, Harold's a selfless guy, and he was even helping Jaden, when that switch happened.
I know you guys treat every game the same. You want to lock in on what's important, but do you find it's better to just completely tune everything out, or it's like, hey, we know it's a primetime game, we know the stakes at hand. Yeah. Do you even minorly address it in the locker room, or is it truly just like?
Yeah. No, I think we just take it just one game at a time. I think and I always tell myself like this is the biggest game of my career. Is the next one you're about to play. And seriously, I'm just excited for the opportunity. Like. A few weeks ago when we were playing Penn State, it's a game you dream about, playing, Minnesota in a blackout at home. That's a game you dream about. Playing Oregon in a blackout again, at home in Kinnick Stadium, like those are games that you dream about playing. And I think the biggest thing, you just got to soak it in. And, you might be a little nervous because obviously it's important to you, but, you just got to just take it one game at a time and just, know they're humans too. And it's just about, how good can we be and how good can we play together.
You guys didn't play Detroit King in high school?
No, never.
Did you know about more?
Yeah.
Quite a reputation.
Yeah, no, he had quite the reputation. I was in a program too, Sound Mind Somebody, and kind of watched him develop. He's a good player. He's a tough kid, good competitor. So I'm excited to compete against him.
I know this is a little off topic. Cody White was a couple years older than you.
Yeah, Walled Lake,
He had a huge moment on Sunday.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, no, it was cool. The Warriors, man, he's on the wall too, the Wall of Fame. So I think it's cool. I think he's just another guy who's just paving the way. Big Ten guy. I think he played at Michigan State. Yeah, Big Ten guy. Just leaving the jersey in a better place. So hopefully I can one day contribute on Sundays as well.
You just talked about your anticipation for a big game. Do you do anything different in terms of preparation, like visualization? Like what's key for you going into a big game mindset wise?
Yeah, I think I kind of try and keep the same mindset for every single game. But I think the visualization is the big thing about it with every single game. If you can't see yourself making the plays, in your dreams or as you're watching the film, then it's kind of hard to do it on Saturdays. But I wouldn't say there's any difference. I try in each week to prepare harder than I did the week before, and I try in each practice to give more, and each day to find a way to give a little bit more. So I think you just keep that mindset going, and every game kind of just figures itself out.
What about
a game like this? How helpful is it to actually have a bye week to be able to get a little bit of a deeper look on film of the team? Even though they're doing the exact same thing with Oregon also having the bye, but do you like having that extra bit of preparation, or would you rather just keep momentum rolling the way you guys have that?
Yeah, I think the bye week's good, obviously, because it's giving us an opportunity to rest our bodies. I think that was the best part. It definitely gives us an opportunity to get a jump on film. Ideally, you have the bye week and they don't, so you can kind of watch the game that they just played. But I think it's just a good opportunity. It's going to be a nice, fair competition. We both got the bye week. We both were able to get a jump on each other, and we're both going to be competing on Saturday. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be physical, and I'm excited.
What stands out to you the most about this Oregon offense?
I think what just stands out to me the most is they got a lot of synergy. They know what they're doing. The receivers know what they have to do. Quarterback knows where he's got to put the ball. The running backs know when they got to run hard. And I think they know when they need to make the plays. I think it's just going to be a testament to us on defense. Are we going to be able to react? Stop them in their funky formations. And we just got to be on a high alert at all times.